Go away. Go away, Hunter. Of course. Can't even have 5 minutes to myself. Look, there's no one out here for me to hunt, not in this weather. No need for you to play warden. And obviously we're not going anywhere until this clears up. So go back inside before you catch your death. I don't feel the cold, remember? And I can't get hypothermia or much else. That makes this whole thing at least 70% less dramatic on my end. You don't have that excuse. So shoot. I think you were dropped as a child. That or the vampire hunting concussions are stacking up. It explains a lot about your life choices. What do you even want, anyway? If you're waiting for me to apologize about Pretty Boy, it's not happening. Because I don't regret it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'm not going to say I'm sorry when I'm not. It's called integrity, Hunter. I apply it erratically and inconsistently. You know, it's a bitch to try to track prey in the rain. Trust me, I've taken more than a few swings at it. Like, fuck. Do you remember that one fight at the stadium? I swear. I thought that was the night I was gonna drain you. You dislocated your shoulder and done something to fuck up your leg. And it was only a matter of time before I caught up with you. And then it started pouring. Rain muddies the scent of humans until you have to practically be on top of them to smell them. And then the wind usually whisks away what's ever left. You're barely a yard away right now, and I can't catch your scent at all. There was no way I was gonna sniff you out that night. Though trust me, I still tried. Almost got caught out past sunrise, I was up so late. That's why I came out here. I needed a break from the sensory onslaught. Any longer in there, and I was gonna snap and eat the couple across the hall. This is helping. It's just been a lot. Being around you all the time. I went from being mostly isolated in that cell to having you right under my nose 24/7. Saying the adjustment's been rough is an understatement. Not to mention, I'm not exactly at my best right now. The bags make me feel sluggish, cold. I don't feel the cold, but I can still feel cold, you know? I can feel not warm. The showers help, but it feels like the heat never gets further than skin deep. Like my bones are cold. Dead. Like I'm only half alive. I mean, my regular percentage is around 80% alive. 75 on a bad day. The torture basement was like 4. So that definitely wasn't fun. But this isn't either. I'm not starving to death, I don't think. But I'm not really functional either. It's like some fucked up hell on earth version of purgatory. If I felt like this all the time, I might actually agree with the whiny bastards who go on and on about vampirism being a curse. About us being soulless husks, condemned to wander the earth until we atone for our sins or whatever the fuck. I never really got that shit. I mean, how important could a soul really be if I could lose it and not even notice the difference? I can still think and talk and feel, all that higher brain function stuff. Even if we take for granted that souls exist, if there's no functional difference between being with a soul and without one, then what even is a soul? This metaphysical stuff is probably above your pay grade, isn't it, Hunter? Not to mention depressing. Let's talk about something else. You watch any of the news before you came out? I guess a bunch of roads are flooded and there are a couple of power lines down. That's why they want us to shelter in place. Best guess was that the storm will pass by tomorrow, but I don't trust weathermen further than I can drink them, so... More or less. Anyway, it should give us a lot of time to plan our next leg of the trip, at least. Not sure how much good it'll do us, though. I've been trying to brainstorm ways we could avoid ever having to stop at another gas station, and so far, the only one I can think of is switching to an electric car. Yeah, I didn't think you'd go for that. Back to the drawing board. I'm not really, getting the same engagement from you as usual, with the banter. Right, still tired. Guess it's a good thing we're getting some downtime. You'll be back to your ornery self soon. You sure it doesn't have anything to do with what I... Holy shit. What do you mean, what? Hunter, look at yourself, you're shivering. Fuck, I should have known you'd be too stubborn to go back inside when you got cold. Come on, pack it in. Turn your ass around, we're getting you warmed up. Bathroom. Now. God, you're a mess. Start toweling off, I'll get you some dry clothes. Where's your bag? Psst, of course you don't fold your clothes. Why am I even surprised? Pants. Okay, got the pants. Now I just need to find... What? Oh, shit, sorry. Coming right up. Here, nice and dry. Yeah, I'm turning around. You act like I don't respect your boundaries. Okay, that was strictly in the pursuit of blood. This is completely different. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see all the scars you've racked up and every soft, tender place I can sink my fangs. Find unblemished skin just so I could mark it up. Ghost my mouth over your old battle wounds. Did I have a point? I think I had a point. Anyway, Cupcake, anything you want to tell me? Well, I did tell you you'd catch your death out there. But no, that's not what I was getting at. I found the card in your bag. Oh, really? Because I'm looking at it right now. Happy 10th birthday. Only someone, for some unknown reason, has added an extra 0 on there. Oh, and because this is a card for a 10-year-old, it's Batman themed. This card is late because I was helping Batman fight crime. Happy belated birthday. No, I totally believe you. That makes perfect sense. It's too bad. If this had been for me, I would have said you were sweet. Not that that's news. Would a bite for the belated birthday vampire be too much to ask? Okay, I'll leave off. But, thanks. Really. With everything going on, I assumed you'd forgotten all about it. And it's not like we were the cards and well wishes type before this. Well, it's not a lavish party with life or death Mario Kart, but I'll take it. It's like regular Mario Kart, but you play against a human, and if the human loses... Yeah, that's about the face I thought you'd make. At least it's a fun game, if it's gonna be your last. I could be a real bastard and make them play poker instead. Not a great game to play against an opponent who can hear your heartbeat. Speaking of dinner, I think the kitchen's only going to be open for another half hour or so. You should order some food before they close up. I can grab a bag later. We just got you dry. I'm not having you walk out into the rain again so soon. Of course, if you're okay with me going out to the car unattended... That's what I thought. Call room service. I can at least wait until after you're done eating. And, Cupcake? Never mind. It's nothing, just... I'm gonna go dry off. I can't get changed yet, but I can at least not drip on everything. Going onto the balcony was a calculated decision, okay? I was on the verge of making some unapproved nutritional choices. Between getting shot with a dart and dealing with wet clothes for a while, it was no contest. by the way. You should order something high in iron. Your aim's getting worse, Hunter.